How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. We just got some massive news. I'm talking about like game changing for Bitcoin. And while it's something that a lot of us knew was going to happen, we just got a new MicroStrategy, and it's not some smaller player like Metaplanet. No, this is starting out with 42,000 Bitcoin, which makes it the third largest holder of Bitcoin right away. This is powered by some of the biggest financial institutions in the world. They announced a CEO that everyone in the Bitcoin space knows and respects for the most part. So I want to go through what was just announced that is getting so many people excited. Also, Bitcoin is looking great today. Of course, we are seeing just a tiny bit of a pullback because we were almost at 95,000. Now we're at 93, but Bitcoin's doing extremely well. We were just at 75,000 less than 2 weeks ago. And now we're at 92,000, 93, 94. Just a few days ago, we were still being rejected by this trend line, but now we've broken out above it, flipped it into support, and moved up significantly. We're at an interesting point, though, where we have had some support around 93,000, 94,000, 95,000. So we've had a lot of price action in this range. Would be great to see us break through 95 and go up to the upper 90s, but it might take a little bit of time. Like I said, though, we did get some massive news, so we'll get into that in just a second. If you don't mind, though, hit subscribe so you can see future videos. If you want to trade crypto with leverage, there are links underneath the video to Blowfin, WEEX, BTCC, BitUniX, and CoinW. You can start trading in just a few minutes, and you don't need a VPN or KYC. You can use up to 100x leverage on, I think, all these platforms, which can give you outsized returns. I would not suggest doing 100x, but I often do 3x, sometimes 5x, and then, as you can see here, I got more aggressive, a 7x leverage. But of course, approach at your own risk. Check them out underneath the video. If you want to subscribe so you can see more videos too, I appreciate that. Now, Bitcoin, like I said, is doing really well. Yesterday, we covered this news real late. President Trump said that tariffs on China will come down substantially and he won't play hardball. And we got more news on that today. China tariffs will likely come down to between 50 and 65%, according to the Wall Street Journal. If we just look at Market Watch right now, the whole market is up significantly. The NASDAQ is up 4% and was even up higher earlier. So yes, this is affecting the broader market as well. I mean, you see the likes of like Amazon stock up 7%. This is one of the companies that I've been talking about nonstop on this channel, saying that I've been buying very heavily. From the bottom now, it is up about 10%, actually just from a few days ago. I believe it went even lower than that intraday, but yeah, up 10% from the bottoms. VOO up, moving up too, but Bitcoin's outpacing everything, it seems like right now. And we just got some very good Bitcoin related news. First of all, we did see some big inflows, and you can see just kind of like a train gaining some speed here, where we had a negative $170 million day, then 107, then 381, then 936 million. And what's so interesting is this started Monday. This large day was Monday, 381 million, and the market was down. The general market was down 3%, but yet people knew something big was happening in the background. And yesterday it came out, and we had almost $1 billion of inflows yesterday. What came out? Well, Cantor Equity Partners. Some news got announced. If you don't know what that is, it's okay. We'll go over it, but it's up 26% here today. What is it? Well, Tether, SoftBank, and Jack Mallers launched 21, a Bitcoin native company, through a business combination with Cantor Equity Partners. This is the SPAC right here, up 26%. Backed by Tether and SoftBank, 21 is expected to launch with over 42,000 Bitcoin and a mission to maximize Bitcoin ownership per share. 21 is expected to offer investors a singular vehicle of Bitcoin exposure, pro-Bitcoin advocacy, and Bitcoin-focused content and media, with plans to explore future expansion into Bitcoin-native financial products. So they are creating a company, or they're merging it with the SPAC, where they're taking over the SPAC to go out and buy 42,000 Bitcoin, and their sole focus is maximizing Bitcoin ownership. So it might sound familiar. It sounds kind of like MSTR. So one way to think about 21 is a leaner, meaner version of MSTR, which sounds crazy, but they don't have the legacy business that has employees. Now, MSTR's legacy business does provide free cash flow and earning potential, but there's also overhead, right? It's in some people's minds not as clean a way of getting access to more Bitcoin. So they're going to be focusing on different products as well that can get them more Bitcoin. They're going to introduce 2 key performance metrics, Bitcoin per share and Bitcoin return rate at which BPS or Bitcoin per share grows over time, denominating the company's performance in Bitcoin. So this is going to be led and founded by Jack Mallers. So he's obviously the leader of Strike right now. He's going to continue on with Strike, but he's also going to be focusing on this as well. This is going to be a day one Bitcoin native company that will strategically allocate capital to increase Bitcoin per share. They intend to develop corporate architecture capable of supporting financial built products built on Bitcoin and with Bitcoin. And they include native lending models, capital market instruments, and future innovations that will replace legacy financial tools with Bitcoin-aligned alternatives. Okay, so this, in my mind, is a similar thing to MSTR. It's going to basically just be there to try to get as much yield, arbitrage the markets as much as possible to get more Bitcoin. Now, I don't know exactly what this is going to look like. I don't know what kind of premium there's going to be on this company yet, so I'm not buying it here today. But honestly, if it's similar to MSTR and it continues to gain more Bitcoin accretively over time, it's probably a decent buy right here at $13 because they'll continue to get a lot of excitement, be able to sell shares, be able to buy more Bitcoin at pretty good prices, be able to sell essentially like these different products to be able to get Bitcoin at a discount. So yeah, it's really interesting. And if nothing else, it's just one more company that's going out and buying billions of dollars of Bitcoin. And I'm talking billions of dollars probably every quarter. I mean, you look at MSTR and they were able to buy 250,000 Bitcoin last year. Can you imagine if Cantor did that along with BlackRock, along with MSTR, along with all the other small companies? Like, this makes a change in the price of Bitcoin. This makes a sizable change because there's less Bitcoin to go around. So I think this is really exciting. Andrew or AP Apicus has been talking about how there are 2 big companies that were going to be announcing something soon. And he says, yes, SoftBank was one of the 2 big corporates. The next one is just as big or bigger. Now, there are some people talking about how Dell might buy Bitcoin here soon. Dell's a company that has over $1 billion in cash, and they're a large tech company. Michael Dell has talked about Bitcoin before, so maybe Dell is going to dip their toe in the water. Maybe it's someone else. I'm not exactly sure, but the fact is, we also know GameStop is going to be announcing their buy sometime soon, right? They have not made the announcement, but they've said that they want to go out and buy Bitcoin. And yeah, I mean, they're running out of time, right? When you have billions of dollars to put to work and you see Bitcoin in the 70s and then the 80s and then the 90s, it feels like it's rushing away from you. So just be ready. There might be some manipulation to try to get Bitcoin at lower prices sometime soon. Just be ready for anything. I'm excited. I love seeing new corporates buy Bitcoin. I realize not everyone is in that same boat. Some people feel like it just takes away from the people that want to buy Bitcoin, right? That's true. But I also want to see the price of Bitcoin go up over time. And I realize that that's going to be mostly done from large corporations, ETFs, companies at this point. And sometimes that's what's needed to get other people in, right? There's some people that just don't feel comfortable buying it until BlackRock buys it and Fidelity buys it and Tesla buys it, and there are 8 different companies buying billions of dollars of Bitcoin. Then they finally get through their head, hey, everyone's buying this. Maybe I should look into it. Let me know your thoughts. Again, if you want to trade crypto, there are links underneath the video. I really do appreciate it. I'll see you all